tilde represents the home folder of the current user, so it represents /home/Ubuntu. Well, let's verify that. There's another command that shows you the absolute path of the folder that you're in right now. And this command is called pwd for present working directory. Enter, and that will indeed show me /home/Ubuntu without any shortcuts. So this confirms that I'm in my /home/Ubuntu folder. Alright, any question on this part? Can it be tilde/Ubuntu? This is not quite accurate, and the reason why it's not accurate is that this part, this shortcut here, tilde, is actually /home/Ubuntu. So this is going to end up being /home/Ubuntu/Ubuntu, which is not necessarily correct in our case. What is pwd? Pwd is short for present working directory, and it's a command that shows you the absolute path of the folder that you're in right now, or the present folder. In this case, /home/Ubuntu, represented by tilde. This is a shortcut for it. Okay, so a bit of confusion about the folder that's called home, like literally home, and the home folder. So there's a folder in the root folder. If you go back to the root folder using cd space /, I'm going to clear my screen just to see things better. ls. So there's this folder. This is called the home folder /home, right? Or yeah, the home folder. And there's the home folder for a user. So the home folder for our user is going to be /home/Ubuntu, or simply just tilde. So this is the difference between what the literal home folder means and what our home folder or the home folder for the user means. All good questions. So yes, the /home folder can contain home folders for more than one user. Alright, so far so good. Let's move on. Let's go ahead and list the contents of my home folder right now, /home/Ubuntu. So I'm going to do ls again, enter, and it's empty. That's fine, we haven't done anything yet. Let's go ahead and create a file. So how can we do this? One way we can do this is using the touch command. So touch creates an empty file. So touch space, and then the name of the file or the path of the file. Let's say foo. Enter. Nothing seems to happen. Usually when nothing seems to happen, that means we didn't get any errors. That means all is good. So if you do ls again to list the contents once more, we are going to see foo this time, which is the empty file that we just created. Alright? So this is how we can create empty files. How about folders? How can we create a folder? So for this we're going to use another command called makedir, or make directory. So makedir space the name of the folder or the path to the folder that we'd like to create. Let's say you want to create a folder called seminar. Enter. And nothing seems to happen once more. No errors, that's good. So if you do ls once more, we are going to see a folder called seminar in our home folder, which is tilde. Alright. Now, what else can we do with this? Let's go ahead and let's say we don't want the file called foo to live inside of our home folder. We want it to live inside of our seminar folder. How can we move this file? So for this, we are going to use a different command called mv for move. So mv, then space, then the source, the file that we'd like to move, which is foo in this case, then space, then the destination, where we want it to go, seminar, for example, enter, and nothing seems to happen. That's good. If we do ls again, foo disappeared from our home folder. But if we do ls space seminar to list the contents of the seminar folder, we are going to find it inside of the seminar folder. So once again, just ls list the contents of the current folder, ls and then space the path to a folder or the name of the folder is going to list the contents of this folder. In this case, we list the contents of the seminar folder, which is foo. Is there an easy way to move multiple files? That's a good question. So if you have multiple files, let's say we have a file called foo, a file called bar, a file called baz, and we'd like to move all of them into the seminar folder, we can do something like this. So move, and then all the sources that you'd like to move, so foo space bar space baz space dot dot dot, however many you have. Then at the end, we say the destination folder, and that is going to move all of these files inside of this folder. So this is one way you can move multiple files by hard-coding their names. There are other ways to use like wildcards or patterns to move files that have a certain name pattern or something at once. But we're not going to go through this at the moment. But that is a good question. What is the difference between nano and touch? So nano is another command. It's a text editor that runs inside of your terminal. Touch doesn't allow you to edit any files. It just creates an empty file for you. Alright. What is the difference between directories and files? So again, a directory is just a folder. So a folder can contain files or other folders. A file is just that. It's just a file that can have maybe some text or maybe some binary data like photos, videos, and all of that. Cool. Alright, let's move on. Now, some of the commands that we are going to use, or that we use so far, like ls, has output. So for example, if I do ls space slash to list the contents of the root folder once more, I'm going to find this output. Let me do this at the top of the screen so we see this better. So again, ls space slash will list the contents of this root folder. And by default, pretty much most of these commands is going to output or write the output to what is known as the standard output stream, which defaults to the terminal. So the standard output stream, or standard out for short, defaults to a terminal. And this is why commands like ls writes the output to the terminal by default. But it turns out we can change this. So we can have ls, for example, write to a different destination, like a file. So how can we go ahead and do this? Let's say ls space slash to list the contents of the root folder. But this time we don't want to terminal. We want to rewrite the standard called root list, underscore list. Enter. You'll notice this time that the output by ls got shown from that right away. But if we do ls once more, we're going to get a file root underscore list. And if we do that so this file, a command path space one half of the file. And that is going to show me the output of ls. So we were able to rewrite the standard C or standard ls, which also right to a file. This is called output. Alright? So what do we do with command? So if you just without anything, and nothing seems to be happening. You seem to wait on something. And in fact, it's not input. So if you type something like hello, it says hello back. So it's back to the shell type. Let's type back. So let's type the terminal once again. When I'm done with input, I can just control D for dot, and that will tell Cat that I'm entering any input that I want. You can just exit out and Cat just exit and I'll come back. When I do this, I'll put right Cat right to a set. We can do something. Let's go ahead and go to our seminar folder. So space seminar. To switch to our seminar. Let's Cat to a right to the center. Okay. Space real time. nothing happening by hello, Mr. Enter. The headlight clock is not helping anybody. That's what I entered. So, hello. See, Control D that I've done. If I do count on I'm going to see the tool line that says count the outro and roll it to step. This will be the direction to cast. Well, let's start again. Let's do. Okay, let's pause first. What the really? So here if the outcome of what number is no internal then this case can be for if you recommend that talk out and redirect out to some other like fileable if you redirect can we add more takes so cast enter and this time I'm going to write like welcome to the page of circle D to the yeah it says what so it's the call will come for hello earlier when you why that I wrote well to explain now what is this time so the override this will pick up so the speakers now say I would say enter and it's going to read this micro. Now, so this have to be asked for this. Taken from what is either or for sure. To be about Bible. So in this case, and back must have also Bible. If I want to take something else, so now it's got using the assets of info reduction report right? So we do this less which is cat welcome